Hey, what is up guys? So I got a very unique build of zombies to share with you guys today, and it is going to be facing off against the Shinras, or the Silvans as they are now called. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this duel started, and I'll briefly pause some of the moments if we need to explain anything that's actually going on. So Foolish Bro for a Spore. He is also playing Magical Merchant. Now I do want to mention Magical Merchant is not something that will trigger a lot of their effects because they have to be revealed or excavated, as Konami is now calling it, which means they have to be revealed and then sent to the graveyard. Basically their effects are you reveal or mill cards, and if they are a plant, then they get milled. If they're not, that way you don't have your bad mill. So it's like a controlled version of milling cards or sending cards from your deck to the graveyard. But Magical Merchant, unfortunately, does not like reveal them. It just starts sending them, or it's you pick up cards. But anyways, he end phase Space Typhoons hits a Royal Decree. He's gonna flip up Magical Merchant. He reveals Book of Moon immediately. So unfortunately, he didn't get any mill action in, but he's able to summon Leaf Flow, and he's able to mill a plant. He's actually able to mill 2 plant monsters, but he goes ahead and special summons the P Keeper, and then he's going to activate Book of Moon immediately, which he just added with Magical Merchant. Now I figured this was something that we can actually learn off of. There's no point of him activating Book of Moon immediately and hitting the Magical Merchant, because it would be much better if he actually set Book of Moon and that way waited for his opponent to attack, because what if his opponent decided to MST this face down card that was Book of Moon? He could have then chained it and then actually hit Magical Merchant, and therefore it would be much better, because in this position right now the other player knows he has a face down Magical Merchant. He might just want to activate Dark Hole immediately and get rid of that card so it can't even flip summon ever. So there's just one tip for you guys. If you happen to have Book of Moon and you have a flip effect monster, you don't need to activate it immediately. He's going to be activating Zombie World. Now it's kind of irrelevant right now, but it definitely does hurt this deck because everything now becomes zombies rather than plants, so that can definitely hurt his deck. And I also want to mention that this card definitely hurts Monarchs, so if you ever get a match up against Frog Monarchs, Zombie World is not a bad card. Maybe you're already playing zombies, maybe you have some tech where you can actually benefit from using Zombie World in your deck, perhaps, because Zombie World makes it so they can't tribute any of their Monarchs, because even though the cards are in their hand and it only affects the field and the graveyard, neither player can tribute some monsters except zombie type monsters, and that would be something that you still can't do, even though I know that in your hand they're not technically zombies, but yeah, you still can't even tribute someone for them even though they're in your hand. So I figured that that was a good thing to mention also. So he goes ahead and makes a Key Beetle, tries to protect Zombie World. That gets Fiendish Chain, but then he's going to chain Book of Moon to flip it face down. And I feel like that might not have been the best move because this card only has 800 attack. It's very easy to kill. So he's going to go ahead and attack with Pyramid Turtle, and he's going to crash and grab a Zombie Master. Unfortunately, that is going to lose to a Forbidden Lance and our player Dark Holes, and then basically our zombie player is now top decking with a Zombie World on the field, and the Silvans are a little bit of a slower deck, but he's got that Mizuki. He's going to be able to summon the Pyramid Turtle, and he's just going to end his turn right then and there. So he's going to go ahead and flip summon the Stoolette, and then he's going to reveal the Shinra Rigia, the tree, and that allows him to change the order of his top 3 cards in his deck. So he's going to go ahead and attack with, I believe this card actually has 1900 attack. I know in DevPro it's 18 right now, but they'll probably end up changing it relatively soon. But anyways, so he's going to go ahead and attack into Pyramid Turtle. Pyramid Turtle basically special summons anything in Zombie's deck. There's very few zombie players that will run anything with more than 2000 defense that is a zombie monster. So he brings out Endless Decay, and this card actually got a reprint, so it's a very budget-friendly deck. So he's going to bring out this card, and he's going to be able to have 4,000 attack on that. That is absolutely crazy. And right now he's going to activate Super Poly. And you might be wondering, what the heck? Why would you play Super Poly in zombies? Now, that's something I would have said previously before seeing this video, and now I think it's actually kind of viable. If only this monster had 4,000 attack, this kind of would be something that I would actually troll around with, and I think it might have some potential just to have some fun with. But unfortunately, just because it has 3,000 attack, it cannot make game. But the reason why Super Poly works so well in this deck is because Zombie World makes it so everything on the field is now a zombie, and you can use your opponent's cards with Super Polymerization. You do have to have a discard card, so it's basically like a 2 for 2 essentially, because basically you're getting rid of 2 of your opponent's monsters and you have to use 2 cards yourself to do it, but it is almost kind of worth it because it kind of clears the board. And if you have Endless Decay already on the field, that's 4,000 attack plus another 3,000, and you can potentially leave their field blank with getting rid of their 2 monsters. I've never seen this card before. I want to actually check out this guy's extra deck. I guess he's just running 2 of them. I'm not sure if his deck is built to be a turbo variant. I can actually go ahead and check his deck. It looks like he is kind of making some variant that uses the fusion card. The card doesn't have a bad effect at all. Let me go ahead and go over its effect, because I mean, I'm sure none of you guys have seen this card. This is actually my first time checking out this card. UnderWorld Dragon Necro. So it requires 2 zombie type monsters. And its effect is, if this card battles a monster, that monster cannot be destroyed by that battle. At the end of damage step, when this card battles an opponent's monster, that monster attack becomes 0. Also special summon 1 Dark Soul token that has a question mark attack and defense and a question mark attack. Its attack and level become equal to that monster's original attack and level. You can only control 1 Dragon Underworld Dragon Necro. What a ridiculous name to actually pronounce. But anyways, so that can kind of limit you on what you can actually do with this. Because originally I was thinking, oh, just go ahead and super poly multiple times. Because, you know, zombies, they can have a large hand. At all times, they always happen to have Goblin Zombie to search out for more cards. You know, they always happen to have a large hand. So that is a pretty cool idea. And, you know, comboing that with Royal Decree, you know, your opponent can't really respond to super poly anyway. So I'm not sure how viable that is. But, you know, this card can still technically lose to, like, D-Prison, or this deck can lose to something like Mirror Force. Because this doesn't exactly protect itself against like Mirror Force and stuff like that, but a pretty unique build of zombies, and I think that is really cool. I just wish this thing had just 1,000 more attack, because if it did, I think it could be something that potentially would see a little bit more play, because unfortunately if your opponent is able to respond to this, and like I said, nothing really protects, these cards don't protect themselves, and they don't stun your opponent, but Zombie World technically can stun, and he's just going to go ahead and attack with this. I'm not sure why an error occurs, but it doesn't really matter, it was game anyways, and the guy that sent me this replay actually just mentioned it was game. But yeah, that is absolutely crazy. I never expected something like that to happen in a game where you would see Super Poly in combination with Zombie World, and you know, that's a pretty cool combo, and that's 7,000 points of damage. So pretty much that means even if did he run Caius? I don't think he ran Caius, but if he was able to run Caius in here, I would definitely run Caius in my zombies, just so I contribute itself to make my opponent take that last 1,000 points of damage just for the extra troll factor. But remember, no one contributes summon anything that's not a zombie type monster, so that might be counterintuitive to the deck. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you appreciate these really random techs in duels, because I think it's really awesome to see players try new and innovative things, and that's what really keeps me interested in this game. I love watching these players run something that you would never think of playing. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Azneyes out.